Welcome to YOUCANIC. Today here in YOUCANIC we have a 2016 Jaguar XE with the 3.0 supercharged motor. We're going to go over how you would change the engine oil and filter. So to start with, we will need to open up the hood, and then there's this cover plate that we need to pop off, which is just held on by some grommets on the back, and then we can pull this off and set it aside. Over here we have our oil fill cap, and not necessary to undo it, but you got to do something to remind you. So there, and this is where the oil filter is. Right under this cover is the oil filter. So they make a big socket that goes on here, and if this is not super over tight, you'll be able to also get it off with one of those filter pliers. And so we will remove that. Okay, so we removed the filter cap and housing. We have the oil filter. Make sure that those two O-rings came out with it, and our new oil filter has a new O-ring for this one. And so we will dispose of this and get this old one off and then put a new one in. So we have our filter case here. We're going to take this old O-ring off to be able to replace it with a good new one. We also have our new oil filter that we are going to just install and press it down, and it'll hold that into place. We've got our new two O-rings there, and then we have our new O-ring to work down here into this channel. There we go. So that is got some oil lubricant on it to be able to seal and to slide in. And now we can take this whole housing unit and be able to reinstall. So we're just tightening that down. Basically, as long as the plastic has snugged with the metal, and that is good and tight, because the O-rings are causing the actual seal of the oil. It does say 25 Newton meters, which is basically tight with a tinge. So now we've changed the oil filter. We will go ahead and drain the oil, and then we can add new oil to our engine. Okay, so the car has been raised up. It's supported with jack stands, and the brakes are set, the brake set, and the tires are chocked. So we now also there's a shield, cover shield on here that you would have to remove, and now we can gain access to drain the oil. This is a 13 millimeter head bolt there to be removed, and so we'll remove that and drain it out. Now this vehicle takes 7.7 quarts, so you're going to want to make sure you have a container that's large enough to receive all of that oil. So while our oil has been draining, we inspect our rubber gasket here on the oil drain plug. Make sure that there are no tears in it. If there are, you'll need to buy a brand new oil drain plug, or you could just precaution put a brand new oil drain plug. This one is showing no signs of wear to make it necessary to have to completely replace it right this minute. So the oil has drained out. Now we will proceed to put the drain plug back in and tighten that up. All right, so that's tight. Now we can be able to add the engine oil to our vehicle. So from up here from the top, we'll be able to add our engine oil right here using a funnel to make sure we don't spill any on the engine, and be able to fill that up. So this takes 7.7 quarts, so start with 7 quarts, start the engine to allow it to fill up the oil filter, and then check your engine oil via the instrument cluster inside, and then add more oil if needs be. And so you can add, this says a 0W20 is the engine oil that you would put in it. Thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.